What's going on, everybody? This is Nick, business manager for DJ the Money Coach. Today's my birthday, and normally I would be receiving gifts, but this year I want to give you a gift. I am giving you a complimentary consultation with DJ the Money Coach, as well as the ABCs of Wealth, a common sense strategy for achieving the American dream, along with 3 of other DJ's most popular books. And I'm giving you all of this for only $22. But this only lasts for 22 hours, and it's only for the first 22 people who have never received coaching through the 7 Spheres of Money system. So, thank you for celebrating my birthday with me, and I wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club. Welcome to another episode of Astoria Story, brought to you by the 7 Spheres of Money. I'm Nick, but this show is all about the queen over there, QueenAstoria. What's going on, Astoria?
You know what? I'm good. I'm gonna say I'm good. We missed a couple weeks with, Thanksgiving. I think last week too. We had a whole lot of extra stuff happening. But I'm good. Overall, I'm good. I'm a little tired tonight. Been working on a couple projects, but overall, I am great.
That's great to hear. I definitely feel you on the fatigue part, because I'm feeling it a little bit myself. We're definitely both feeling fatigued, but all in good vibes though. All in good vibes.
I see we got the all black on tonight though.
Oh yeah, I got black with a little bit of gold on the chest there.
I mean, both of us just blacked
out. We blacked out. We blacked out for sure. Yep, we blacked out. Yeah, so we got a little bit of catching up to do, since we missed out on a couple weeks. So yeah, you gotta catch us up on Money Mondays. You gotta catch us up on just whatever else you've been working on.
Okay.
And, tell us what's been going on.
Okay.
Tell us how your Thanksgiving was, all of that.
Whew. Okay. Well, let's start with Money Mondays. Money Mondays has been great. Let's see. I think the week of Thanksgiving, I cannot remember who my guest was. I think I might have did it by myself, to be honest. I think I did it by myself the week of Thanksgiving. And then last Monday was First Mondays. So, I do First Mondays with Stacy. We talked about fashion, of course, but we really talked about, what we can do with our bonuses. If you get a bonus at the end of the year, if you're saving, traveling, those things like that. So that was really good episode. But I think my favorite so far this month, honestly, would be Monday's Money Monday, and it's because it spotlighted the Black store here in Houston, and so because both of them are really good friends, the owners, and I remember the inception, like when they came up with the idea, when they were looking for funding, when they bought the building, when they started working in the building, when they opened January 1st of this year and are about to celebrate a whole year during a pandemic and being profitable. Like, I think that was my most exciting episode, probably most exciting episode so far, because I talked so much about, creative group economics, but also putting your money, investing, things like that. And to see that investment in fruition, especially for them, because it was like so amazing. So we talked about entrepreneurship as a whole. We both know about entrepreneurship. And so how, having the support system and things like that. So that was definitely a dope episode. So if you did not catch Money Mondays, even though, I've been off of here, I've still been doing Money Mondays. Definitely go watch the episodes. They are all on the IG page. So IGTV. So Miss_Story, STORI. You can find it on there. Yeah, Thanksgiving was slightly depressing for me. Mainly because if you don't know, my family's from Mississippi. In my 33 years of life, I have never not been in Mississippi except for one time when my niece was born. She was born in September, so of course, we couldn't travel during Thanksgiving. But all my family came here. So this is my 33 years of life. I've never been without my whole family, like everybody, my aunts, my uncles, my cousins, everybody. A few people might be missing, but like the core group is always there. So this was one of those things that I was like, dang, like I kind of didn't want to get up on Thanksgiving Day. I had to make the mac and cheese and I didn't really want to get up. I didn't wake up till like 11. And other people that's cooking Thanksgiving be up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Not me. So yeah, it was just different. It was very different. And so I had to work through that. It was definitely a process, but we made it and it was beautiful. We had a good time at my parents' house, and it was all good.
Okay, that's great.
How was your Thanksgiving?
Mine was mostly, well, I would say most of it was quiet. For Thanksgiving, I usually go to my parents' house, and it's usually myself, my mother, my father, my grandmother.
Mm-hmm.
This was after my uncle passed back in 2009. He used to be there too. So my father had to work, and my grandmother, I guess she didn't feel like coming. She didn't feel like coming last year. So it was just
it wasn't COVID related.
Yeah, last year wasn't COVID related because there wasn't any COVID. So I just assumed she didn't feel like coming again this year, because she's been around. She's been to the house. We've been to her house, over the course of the year. So I guess she just didn't feel like coming. So that part of Thanksgiving was quiet since it was just my mother and I. And then things got a little bit more noisy after I left my parents' house and I went to go see my godson's family. So my godson, he's 2. He has a older sister that's I think she's like 6 or 7. Her mom, my godson's grandmom, and the kids they bouncing off the wall. They running, they running back and forth, playing and screaming and getting into stuff. So that was like the polar opposite of what I was coming from at my parents' house.
Right.
So I'm glad I got that balance there, between the excitement and the quiet there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah. So that was Thanksgiving. It's usually pretty chill. I think maybe one day, maybe once I date or get married, I'll enter into some Thanksgiving tradition where it's a big event, with lots of people. I've never had that experience before. I've never had like a big family Thanksgiving before, and I just want to see what it's like. There's people that actually don't like it, but when I see it on like TV and the movies and all that, it just looks so fun, having a bunch of people at the table, a bunch of different personalities.
Yeah. Well, I won't say we all sit at the table because it's too many of us, but it's definitely a big family. You can imagine 40 to 50 people going in and out of one house at a time, or maybe I'm going to say like 35, 40. It may have been bigger back in the day when my grandmother was still living. But yeah, my mom is one of 8. So all of her siblings are there. Only two are deceased now. So, but you imagine that, and everybody at least has like 2 or 3 kids. And if I'm 33 and I have a 48-year-old sister, right? You can imagine the span of adults, right, and their children. So lots of nieces, nephews, great nieces, great nephews. I think I have one great. So yeah, it's like it's a lot happening. Okay, a lot happening. But it is fun.
Yeah.
It is absolutely hilarious. No one's at one table. We just all pray together, and then after that, the kids be in one room, the adults be in one room, somebody be in the living room, TV trays over here, somebody at let's put it like this: the siblings that are at the table majority of the time, and everyone else is like spread out all over through the house because we rotate houses that we go to. So of the three girls, four girls, but we don't come to Houston because only my mom and them live here. Everyone else lives in Mississippi, really. So it goes from Jackson to McGee to Greenville, and they just rotate it out. Every year it's a different place.
Okay.
And it's so bad, Nick. Like, there's no leftovers. We have a fish fry the next day. Like, that many people are there to eat. Like, there may be like some turkey or some ham left, maybe some desserts. There's always desserts left. But like full, like you want to fix a full meal.
Not happening.
Nah, not happening. You might get a little of this, a little of that. You know. Yeah. It'd be crazy. So we just fish fry on Friday.
That's interesting. Yeah. See, my family. When you think about my family is my family is a decent size, especially my father's side of the family. But we're so spread out. And even the family that's close by, instead of us coming together and doing, one big thing, it's like everybody is in their own little pockets doing their own, holiday thing, whether it's Thanksgiving or Christmas. So it's usually just the immediate family, rather than the aunts, uncles, and the cousins and all of that. They're all doing their own thing at their houses. So yeah, it's interesting. I never really understood why it played out that way. It just did. But okay. Yeah. So that was Thanksgiving. We're pushing ahead to Christmas, which is next week, right? Is
it even a week? Is it are we like 10 days out, maybe, if that?
Yeah, it's the 25th. Today's the 16th. So yeah, it's
next Friday, right? Like next Friday?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
it sounds about right. Yep.
So we're about 9 days away from Christmas. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, but for me that doesn't really mean a whole lot for me.
Me.
Yeah. So, but it's something that everybody gets excited about. Everybody does a lot of preparation for, a lot of shopping, then a lot of cooking all over again. Just like they did for Thanksgiving. So I'll just be at my parents' house again. Pretty simple. Parents' house, godson's house. So yeah.
Just a different day, right?
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
I feel you.
I'm just showing up. I'm just showing up pretty much. Like as far as shopping goes, I only shop at this point. I only shop for the kids because I feel like Christmas is for the kids, even though adults participate too. But I give the priority to the kids now. So I got two. I mentioned my godson, but I also have a goddaughter. But she's down in Georgia, so I'm gonna mail her gift, ship her gift to her. But other than that,
yeah, you know what the kids get now? Stocks. I don't care if you're 2, if you're 1, 3, I don't care. That's what they get. hate me now, love me later. I really don't care. Well, we don't even like do that really, honestly. We just we do a gift exchange. We draw names and just do one gift. Just for the sake of, I guess, getting a gift or like having like the Christmas whatever cut for my nieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really a normal day. The best part about the day, honestly, is that my sister cooks breakfast. So I'm gonna ride my bike to my sister's house to eat breakfast because she lives like around the corner.
Okay.
Because my parents don't make they're not like a breakfast family.
Breakfast
My
people.
sister likes to make breakfast, like she'll make paninis or like omelets or something extravagant. Chicken and waffles. I mean, I don't eat chicken, but she'll make like the little waffles and things like that. And I mean like mini waffles. Like it's literally a whole situation.
Okay.
So, other than that, it's gonna be a normal day. We probably gonna watch a movie like we always do. We normally go to the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, due to COVID, we won't be doing that. So we'll probably watch a movie at the house, and then we'll figure out what time to eat dinner at my parents' house. And that's by that time, I done had my eggnog and some wine or something, and I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, and that's the day. Yeah, pretty simple. Sounds like it's pretty simple. The way it should be. It should be simple. Because I deeply believe that people put too much stress and emphasis and anxiety on Christmas, and it should be a lot simpler. Like they just put too much stress when it comes to shopping for gifts and
right,
cooking dinner and all of that. Like you should just be able to appreciate each other. Just appreciate the company of your family and have a good time together, rather than stress over all of the extra stuff.
For sure.
That's how I feel. It's good. Yeah. So it's good. It's good that your family keeps things simple. I mean, my family keeps things pretty simple too.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. My mom was talking to one of our cousins a few weeks ago, and they were talking about Christmas. And my cousin asked my mom. She said, "Would it be selfish is it selfish for me to say that instead of buying gifts for each other, we just buy something for ourselves?"
I don't think it's selfish.
Yeah. My mom was like, "No, I don't think that's selfish." And when we think about it, it makes sense because everybody's still getting something. You just, instead of someone else giving it to you, you just getting it for yourself.
And you getting what you want.
Yeah, that too. Yep.
Not what somebody else trying to give you.
Right, exactly.
I don't see any issues. I like it.
Yeah. And shoot, that's something, and that's something that you do throughout the year too. Anyway,
right.
Like you said, regular day.
Same old thing, just a different day, honey.
Yeah. That's on the. That's. I think about it. It's a regular day on the. I guess on the traditional, commercialized perspective of Christmas.
Right.
But of course, you and I, we deal with things on a deeper level below the surface. So we consider these calendar dates from their cosmic perspective also. So we know. Yeah. So I think Christmas has more meaning to me in that sense, on a cosmic level, when we think about, the winter solstice a few days before and
the solar eclipse we just had 2 days ago with the new moon.
Yep, on Monday. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So we got to talk about you got to talk about the meaning of that in a few minutes. but I'll talk about Christmas a little bit because I actually read up on this a few years ago and got some deeper understanding of it. But
yeah,
but on the 21st or the 22nd, that's like the shortest. Yeah, that's the shortest amount of sunlight that we get. So when the 25th comes, we're celebrating the fact that the sun is back, the sun has come back to life. And from Christmas, pretty much until the spring, we'll be gradually seeing more and more sunlight, slowly but surely. Right. So that's a celebration right there, because I need my sunlight.
Right.
When fall came around and it started getting dark at like 5 o'clock, it was depressing. I'm like,
I'm with you. Here's the funny thing. So, on Sundays, I ride my bike on Sunday. We always ride Sundays. I've been really big on riding on Sundays. We ride at 5:30. I get off at 5. We ride at 5:30. The last time we rode it, well, the first time I'll say we rode at nighttime and we realized like the time change. We was like, why is it so dark? It's 6. We was like, we just started. What is happening? Right. So now we've been like avid night riding. So it's been like very interesting, the dynamic that changed, because we had to get lights for the bikes and make sure we good on the trails and stuff like that. But we was like, why is it so dark? What is happening?
Right. Yeah. It's, and it's something that happens every year, but every year it still throws us off like it didn't just happen the previous year and the year before that.
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, so this time of the year, especially when December 25th comes around, whether you want to consider the Christmas holiday, from the Christian perspective, from the pagan perspective, from the commercial perspective, from the astrological perspective. No matter which perspective you look at it, the overarching theme is that birth or that rebirth. So yes. That's the way that you can think about it. I have an article about that, and if I knew this was what we were going to talk about, I would have had it pulled up. But believe it or not, we actually really plan. We kind of work around how the conversation flows. Yeah, so I might pull it up, while we're talking, because I remember it's on the Huffington Post. So as we're talking about it, I'll pull it up, because it had one paragraph on there that articulated what I was just saying beautifully, about the different perspectives in which we can look at the Christmas holiday. So yeah, I'm gonna pull it up, and I'm gonna read it at some point, before we get off of here. But yeah, that birth, whether it's the birth of Jesus, the birth of the Son, still, is dealing with birth and that new life, coming back to us,
That's probably interesting.
Yeah. So that's why Christmas is significant to me, rather than, the presents and the food and all of that. Mm-hmm. It's really about that. Of course, the family time too, but it's really, it's really about reflecting on and being thankful that, we're getting our sunlight back.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey! Hey, stand right there. Hey, you guys, stand right there. Merry Christmas! We lit the tree and it's on, baby. Pom Pom Lifestyle, DJ the Money Coach. Come join us on the beaches on the World Club. Tonight's beach is Christmas celebration. Love you. Hit that link. Get free.
Toledo Organic Tequila is so crisp, so incredibly smooth, it's simply in a category by itself. This is luxury. Life tastes better naturally, so should your tequila. This is Toledo. Enjoy responsibly. Visit ToledoTequila.com to get your bottle of Toledo Organic Tequila. Get a 10% discount on DJ the Money Coach by entering promo code MONEY at checkout. Again, that's ToledoTequila.com. Promo code MONEY to get 10% off your Toledo purchase. But we can finish up on the new year and talk about what we're excited for, what we're looking forward to, goals and all of that. Actually, as a preface to that, on Nick's Knowledge and Notions last Friday, DJ and I actually talked about the importance of reflecting on the year that just passed. So reflecting on 2020. Taking self-inventory of 2020, whether that's your business life or your personal life, and setting goals for the upcoming year. So we talked about the importance of that, why we do that. So now I want to extend that conversation to this show and get your perspective on reflecting on the previous year and setting goals for 2021.
Okay. So first, let me say this because you kind of talked a little bit about. Well, I guess I'll leave that until you find the article. I won't say anything. I'll let the solstice conversation happen in a second. But if I'm going to reflect on the year, typically I start reflecting the whole month of December. Normally, I take like December off, and I'm not on social media. I'm not on anything. I don't do anything. That's been my little thing I do, or I take like 2 weeks or something and just like don't do anything, but, plan for the next year, this year, because I have so much happening, new projects and things for 2021, I wasn't able to like really take a second to reflect yet. But I will eventually reflect on the year and, write down. I've already written down goals for 2021, but write down more and see where I want, things to go and plan strategically how that's going to look. And I think it's important that you do reflect, because I think oftentimes, especially entrepreneurs, and not just reflect on the whole year, but sometimes celebrate those small wins and really think about the things that you've done. So, for example, on the day before Thanksgiving, at 11/11, I launched my digital ebook for changing your healthy eating lifestyle, right? And there's 10 recipes in there, 11 recipes in there, things you can use, a story, there's a lot of things in there to help you transition. And that same day, like I stayed up the night before until 5 o'clock in the morning editing, because you know how we are as Capricorns. Not only are we perfectionists, but we got to go back and read this and then do this. And then I'm not ready. No, I don't want to. So it was a whole situation happening. And so after I finally did it, it was so funny because at 2 o'clock in the morning, my friend knew I was up. She sent me a Cash App for the payment for the book or whatever, because the book is only $7. And she was like, I just want you to send me the book. Don't try to edit anymore. Don't do anything else to it. Just send it to me. So again, moving forward, I went to my client. I had to be at my client's house at 11 or at 10 or something like that. Now, mind you, I went to bed at 5. So I had to be at my client's house at 10. I woke up, extra energy, ready to go. And as I'm doing her hair and talking to her, she was like, you did what? And when? And did you reflect on that? Now, mind you, she used to be one of my mentors and coaches. Well, she still is a mentor for me, but she used to be one of my business coaches. And so she was like, that's oftentimes what happened. We just move on to the next thing. We don't even stop to acknowledge that we did something like that. We accomplished a goal that we set forth. We're so quick to just continue to go through. So I think that it's important that we reflect not only on the year, but reflect on when we reach milestones in our goals, whether that be a big milestone or a little milestone, but celebrate the wins so that you don't get like fatigued and like not motivated anymore because you don't see the fruit of your labor. Even though you do see it, you just didn't acknowledge that it was there, type of thing. So I think that's important. It's important for you to set goals too. I don't do vision boards right now. I did a bunch of vision boards for a bunch of years. And the reason why I'm not doing a vision board and I didn't do one this year was because I'm still checking off stuff from 2018 and 2019. Like, I realized I had put a lot of goals down. Now, not to say I ain't checking them off, because I'm definitely checking off. I have definitely checked off more than half of the things on there. But I realized that I hadn't finished or completed those other tasks. So it's like, why do I create a new vision board with the same things on it? Why not complete the task at hand? And then we can go, make another vision board. So, yeah. So Aruba is on my vision board to go to, and so is the Maldives. We'll check Aruba off in January.
All right.
There we go.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Did you find the article?
I did.
Look at that.
And I'm sending it to you too, because it's really, I love this article. But the paragraph that I wanted to read, you gotta read the whole thing, because it's it goes into all the perspectives. But
okay.
The paragraph that I wanted to read, it says, as this year we will celebrate the full moon on the longest night of the year, the story will have a more powerful effect on us all. On December 25th, even if you're not a Christian, you will be able to tap into the astrological gospel. Gospel means good news. And give birth to your higher self. The psychological and spiritual message of the day is crystal clear. In the darkest day of the year, when we hit quote unquote rock bottom, that is when the Savior appears. It is in darkness that we find the light of hope. Your seed of salvation for the next year begins December 25th.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So that pretty much highlights. Yep. And and that that's one of the examples that I think about. When we were thinking, when we were discussing spirituality in one of our previous shows, and talking about how when you get to the core of these spiritual texts and these religious teachings, you find that there's more similarities than differences, and that's definitely one of my favorite examples of the similarities when we discuss these holidays, such as Christmas and Easter, or the resurrection, and all the parallels between the various perspectives and meanings of those holidays, whether they be secular or religious. So yeah, that's where my mind has been, over the past. This article came out in 2015 originally, so at least
16 on there.
Yeah, it was updated. Yeah, updated in 2016. Well,
okay.
It originally came out in 2015. So that's my my perspective and how I observe Christmas, through that lens. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can see it. I'm like, this Christmas is not going to be the full moon. The full moon will be till the 29th. But I can see the parallels and similarities and the things like that. I was raised in a Christian household, so I get it. I just choose to be spiritual and not really think about it. But there's lots of similarities between everything I mean, I tell people like this: who taught you that was the only thing and that was the right way? And when you figure that part out, then start doing your own research. Because, before, Jesus and the three wise men and all that good stuff, we melanated people, meaning melanated people were studying the stars and the moon and the way the sun and the planets aligned well before, so, I mean, you can only imagine that would be, what they would get from it. And I think I want to say that if I'm not mistaken, the wise men came like 4 or 5 days like after like the typical. So it was like the solstice actually was the day that Jesus was born. From what I've researched and find out, right? Like, so like the 21st, the changeover, right? We celebrate the 25th as the actual day, but that was actually the day when the wise men actually found him. So it's very interesting how the dynamic changes around. And I say all of that to say that that big star that they talked about happened, that hasn't happened for hundreds of years, will happen again on the 21st of this year. So about 24 minutes after it turns December 21st, if you look like southwest to wherever you are, you'll see Jupiter and Saturn align and create this big star, which they supposedly follow to find Jesus, right? So I think that's interesting, right?
Okay. Oh, that's okay. I didn't know that. I didn't know that part. I've been hearing about the grand conjunction, but I didn't know that that forms the star. The star that they follow. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Supposedly. Now that's from research and different things like that. And I've heard it multiple times from different credible sources. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe so. All good. But either way, the conjunction is the change of power, man. We about to see some real changes. If you didn't notice it for the new moon and the solar eclipse, you just get ready for that energy shift. I was absolutely exhausted, tired after that shift. I actually had a Reiki session with a client, and that same night, it was crazy. Had a Reiki session, but the next day I was just like, I needed a nap. I was like extra exhausted. And it was just the energy, like the change, the power, the things that are happening. So pay attention that there will be high and low vibrations happening. The world is going to split in half if you don't see it now, but you'll really be able to tell the higher vibrating frequencies versus low vibrating frequencies after solstice on the shortest day of the year, on the darkest point, as you say, like we find our deepest, and then it's like, woo, we come on up out of it. So yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna be powerful. It's gonna be amazing. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Okay. And also in your research, have you found like I guess consensus on the 21st being the start of the Age of Aquarius? I've been hearing that too. Okay.
Yes, it is the start of the Age of Aquarius, which is why there's that grand juncture. And so Saturn will move into Aquarius. It's been in Capricorn for a while. It's been hanging out. It's Capricorn's ruling planet, which is why we've been able to be very prosperous and still be able to move and do the things that we need to do without being affected too much, if that makes sense. If you understand what's happening. And so, yes, it will be the Age of Aquarius, which is also at the same time, we're going to go into a more matriarchal society instead of patriarchal society. So before, very male dominated, very heavily patriarchal male influence, it's going to go into more of a matriarchal system. And you can see the changes already. The way women in general are just taking over and taking charge of things. So the transition has been happening, but this is the final, like, like, here we go. So for us, Capricorn, the good news for us is everything that we've put forth, the seeds that we've planted for in 2020 and past, and the seeds we continue to plant, like right in this end of the year thing, is everything that's going to catapult you for the next 17 years, pretty much. Like good 7, but you can get a good extra 10 out of it. So for the next 7 years or so, this is the seeds that you planted. You're going to like bear the fruits of all of everything that you've been working towards. Because that's what the Aquarian energy does for you. Like after your ruling planet moves out of its sign and into a different sign, it's literally pushing all the energy, forward into what you're doing. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be absolutely amazing for people that understand. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
So there's anything you don't need. If you don't need it, honey, don't take it with you in 2021. Don't leave it out.
Yeah. I remember watching a lecture by Ray Hagins some years ago, and he was talking about the age of Aquarius and how the current age that we're in is Pisces, and we're going into Aquarius, and he was kind of breaking down the astrological meanings of like some of the details of the Jesus story, and how Pisces is associated with the fish, and how the fish, and how they sometimes they depict Jesus as a fish, especially on those little decals that they used to have on the cars.
He's the fisher of men.
Fisher men, yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
Not fishermen, but fisher of men.
Fisher of men, yeah, exactly. Yeah, and so have you? So also about the age of Aquarius. So have you? Because he mentioned this. Have you heard this idea that the age of Aquarius represents knowing versus Pisces, which represents belief? Have you heard that before?
I heard it, but I don't. It hasn't been like a confirmed thing for me. Okay. I feel like it probably could be, and we'll wait to see what happens. I am not the knower all of everything of astrology. I know a little bit about a whole lot of different things, but I haven't seen that. I know it definitely is an age where of confirmations. I don't know if that would be like knowing, like it's going to happen. It's just more of maybe you'll be able to see it clearly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because I mean that's what 2020 has been largely about. We've been 2020, of course. 2020 represents clarity and clear vision numerologically, but a lot of things have been becoming clear and coming to the light this year, definitely. Right. So I wouldn't be surprised if it does mean that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And leading up to now, I feel like 2020 has been the biggest and the most significance of awakenings. But I mean, the people who've been paying attention before 2020, they've been noticing that they've been seeing things more clearly, little by little. I know I definitely have been. Starting. I would say it started maybe back around like 2011, 2012. That's when things started becoming more clear, and I started seeing things that were hidden, coming to the light for me at least.
Right.
And it's just been opening up more and more.
Yeah.
year, you know, for me.
Yeah, I wouldn't say my journey was that far back, because I want to say I started my for real spiritual part like not until like 2011, 2012. So my in-depth of things and seeing the change would probably be around 2015, 2016 or so. And that was when maybe a little bit before that. But that was when I was like completely like, I'm not doing this dumb Christian stuff no more. And I'm not saying that to anybody, like to offend anybody. I'm just saying for me, it was like, I'm done not doing this anymore. And it was like the light bulb clicked on. And ever since then, my spiritual awakening just like, it just happens. I will say that 2019, 2020, it got heavy, like meaning like, you know, the downloads came faster, quicker. It was like, wait a minute, hold on, wait. I didn't know I was doing that. I wasn't ready for that yet. Especially for 2020. It was mind blowing how things started to transform and transition. The major shifts that happened. But I was like, I'm ready for the ride, man. I'm here. I am here for it. And I will tell you, that's probably why I've been so crazy busy. My Gemini sign it was the last full moon we had was Gemini full moon. And honey, when I say my brain was crank, like, because that's what, you know, Geminis kind of run really fast. They're off of Mercury, you know, goes really, really fast, and it slows up, and then it goes really fast, and then it slows up. And so I have been on like 10 moving, like taking action at different things. And it's crazy because like all the signs and the numbers just line up, like everything. Like, it's just like, I'll see something, I'll be like, yep, that was what I was supposed to do. It was like the confirmations keep just happening. And you're like, okay, you know, you doubt yourself for a second, like, am I doing it? And then it'll be like, bam, you already knew you was on the right path. So I think even more 2021 is going to be the same thing, like, but much heavier. Because it's again, moving into a matriarchal system instead of patriarchal system, and the Age of Aquarius, which is, you know, since you say about knowing, I'm just going to say it's more clarity. You can clearly see it. I don't know that you know it's going to happen, but you can see it happening, right? The visual is there.
Yeah. The visual's going to be there. The your BS sensor is going to be stronger.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's that high and low vibration. I'm telling you, the people that's vibrating high, y'all gonna connect with real quick. Y'all, you just gonna, you know, it's gonna be easy. Them low vibrating people, I don't want to say BS. I'm gonna just say low vibrating people. You're gonna be like, why are you here? What are you doing? So.
Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting time, interesting and exciting time. You know, I'm excited about it. I'm also anxious about it because I know it's you know, I understand that there's duality in everything. So I know that there's definitely gonna be some ups and some downs, but of course, you know, I'm anticipating that the ups are gonna outweigh the downs. So yeah, it's just going to be an exciting time, very exciting and interesting time that we're going into. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you know, I think what's next? So today's the 16th, next 23rd. We might be doing a webinar on the 23rd if we get 50 people registered. So we might not have a show next week because we might be doing a webinar at the time of our show.
We will pre-record it, so it will be posted.
Okay, yeah, we could do that.
It's okay. I think we should start doing that anyway, so that we can be consistent.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, that's definitely true. But yeah, let's go ahead and get up out of here.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we had a good conversation. You know, we you know, and it sounds like we're going to give y'all one more show before the year ends. So
that is the goal. That is the goal.
Yeah. So we're gonna save some for that.
It'll be Wednesday. No, oh no, 2 more. You got the 23rd and the 30th. We got 2 more weeks before the new year.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we could go all the way down to the wire. that ain't no problem.
I mean, we skipped on them for a couple of minutes, so we might want to, you know, get back at it.
Okay, yeah. You listen. You the queen. This is your show. I mean, you know, this is the 7 Spheres of Money, you know, platform. But this show is all about you. So you call the shots. I'm just here to toss you some ideas and throw it off the backboard for you. If you need some, you know, if you need some, the juice is flowing.
Give me I get all the rebounds and the assists from you.
All right, so go ahead and close out.
All right. Well, as always, you can catch us here Wednesday nights on the 7 Spheres of Money YouTube and Facebook page. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. Miss Story, so MS_STORI. Our QueenAstoria. There's probably nobody else named Astoria, so it's easy to find me. Tune in every Monday for Money Mondays, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on IG Live, and you can catch the recording on IG TV. Let's see. On Friday nights, make sure you tune in to Nick's Knowledge and Notions. Right here, same channel. Webinar coming up, you said on the 23rd.
Yeah, but we need 50 people. We close, we're not there yet, but we
advertising right now. Here we go.
Yeah, we need 50. That's what I'm saying. You know, we're only doing this webinar on next Wednesday, the 23rd, if we get 50 people. So the link is already in the description. So if you haven't registered, you need to get on that because we're having the triple threat. We're having DJ the Money Coach, we having Leonard Ray, and we're having D. Taylor Jolly. You know,
wow.
The triple threat. So and you don't even have to pay for entry. So that's
what? Y'all better sign up. Y'all tripping.
Right, exactly.
Y'all tripping. Y'all better sign up.
Yeah. Yep.
Yes. Get in that webinar. Y'all make sure y'all sign up. But I speak in definites, so I'm gonna say there will be more than 50 people, and you will have a webinar. We will have a webinar on December 23rd, and so which is why we're going to record our show ahead of time so that you can just watch us later. But make sure you on the webinar. How about that?
Oh yeah, that's right. Call it into existence. I like that.
Yes, we're all about calling and manifesting everything into existence. We speak in definites, not indefinites. The power is in the tongue. Remember that. So yeah, as always, make sure you check us out. If you're not following 7 Spheres of Money, make sure you follow 7 Spheres of Money on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, all those wonderful things. Nick don't really check his IG page, but you can definitely follow him. He gonna do better in 2021. I'm telling y'all, he gonna do better in 2021. Yeah, I think I kind of like gave a good rundown.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you covered everything. I'm just gonna do better on the 7 Spheres of Money Instagram page. There we go. Yeah, yep. Clap it up. All right.
No, I think you should do better on both because you have your own brand too. You are a brand.
Yeah.
Remember that you got Nick's Knowledge and Notions too. So I'm just saying you are a brand too. You have to do that. I'm telling you, Nick's gonna do better in 2021 on both pages. I'm telling you. I am manifesting it for him. You know, sometimes the universe either forces you to do something or you do it willingly on your own. Just saying. Right, don't let the universe force you.
We're gonna find out which one's gonna happen. We're gonna see which one happens. Which one happens first?
Yep. Well, I enjoyed you guys tonight. I enjoyed you, Nick. Good conversation. I think we covered a lot tonight. Who knows what next week is going to be about?
Yeah. Who knows? Yeah, we might plan it out. We might not. We might just come on here and get the freestyle cipher going.
Yeah. Always good to have a freestyle cipher.
All right, so yeah, I'll let you do the closing.
What, me?
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
You want me to tell you that I wish you a what?
Yeah, tell me.
Y'all, I told y'all I was going to Aruba. We wish y'all a pom-pom lifestyle. That is plenty of money and peace of mind, honey. Come meet us on the Beaches of the World Club. I love saying that. It makes me feel so good. But I got one more for you too, though. Because I'm in love with Tabitha.
Go ahead, bring it.
Now, y'all go about your business and have the most amazing day. And even if you can't have no good day, don't you dare go messing nobody else's day up. Okay? All right, y'all.
I like that. All right, peace, y'all.
Peace out.
What's going on, everybody? This is Nick, business manager for DJ the Money Coach. Today's my birthday, and normally I would be receiving gifts, but this year I want to give you a gift. I am giving you a complimentary consultation with DJ the Money Coach, as well as the ABCs of Wealth, a common sense strategy for achieving the American dream, along with 3 of other DJ's most popular books. And I'm giving you all of this for only $22. But this only lasts for 22 hours, and it's only for the first 22 people who have never received coaching through the 7 Spheres of Money system. So, thank you for celebrating my birthday with me, and I wish you a pom-pom lifestyle. That's plenty of money, peace of mind. Come join us on the Beaches of the World Club.